we again? Huacachina. Huacachina. And that was the dustiest sandstorm, grit in your teeth I've ever been in my life. This is like Afghanistan. It's crazy. So they dropped us off like a mile from our hotel. So to lug all of our luggage all the way over there, up and down these streets. Pretty distracting with all these shops right here. The kids won't stop and shop.
I will see your photo, please.
See.
Hi guys.
So we stayed at the Hotel Curasi, which was recommended by Peru Hop. Here it is, a nice little pool. It's a pretty nice place, triple bed like normal. Nice little bathroom. Had a pretty decent breakfast though in the morning, but probably one of the nicest places we had for the next little while. Huacachina is an oasis in the desert in Peru, just outside of a big city called Ica. When you're in Huacachina, the thing you do is snowboard down the sand dunes. So I thought we would jump in this little rig and, you know, ride up to the next little hill and do whatever they do with the snowboards. But man, was I in for a surprise. These guys drive like they stole it. These beat up old trucks they weld up, man, they rip. And it went on for like 20 minutes. So they started us on some small hills just to get us warmed up.
That didn't work.
And we progressively worked to bigger and bigger hills. These rigs are just old trucks that they cut the bodies off and weld up all these frames, and man, there's some interesting ones. And then we got to the big hill. If you want, you can rent bindings and real snowboards, but they only recommend if you really know what you're doing. After that, we went and watched the sunset for a while. It was ripping windy. And here I started to notice my throat was pretty scratchy, and it was going to turn into something. What do you think of that?
Never going on it ever again. Dad, look at that bird.
No comment.
Sandy. Oh, look at that red bird is so pretty.
That was the best 19 bucks we spent on the trip. Next morning we went driving through Ica on another Peru tour. It's a free tour if you go through Peru Hop. Went to Casa de Quejas and we went through the whole candy making process. It was pretty cool.
For the short side to the
After making candy, the free Peru tour continues at a winery, which didn't really work for us because we don't drink. But I'm a concrete guy, construction guy, and watching these guys build this building with a mixer and buckets. They run these up a ladder and dump them into the walls on top. I mean, they are tough. That afternoon, we got on a crappy old Mercedes, piece of junk bus, not the Peru Hop bus. COVID had really screwed all that up. It was no good. The window blew out about an hour into the drive, and we drove the whole time, 3.5 hours without a window, through some sketchy, I mean remote, landscape, like the moon. Then we got to Nazca, one of my things I've been wanting to go forever. We had flights booked, but we couldn't do that. Also, by now, I'm hurting. I got the flu symptoms. I don't feel good at all.
Alright, well, we've been in this hotel in Nazca for 24 hours. Because we're sick. And we probably have COVID or something. So we're leaving tonight and we're gonna stay in Arequipa for 3 days. Do you have anything to say?
By this point, I am sick, and Nazca is a tiny little town with no medical services. Our only choice is to take a 10-hour bus ride to Arequipa. It's the second biggest city in Peru, and they'll have the medical stuff that we need because I know that I've got COVID and I am not doing good. So we end up at the bus station, which is not the Peru hop deal, but COVID screwed all that up. We had to get on public bus and get the security check and all that crap for this 10-hour drive. Now, I didn't tell Crystal, but I am short of breath and I am not doing good.
We're on the bottom floor. What do you think, guys?
So we finally get to Arequipa. I tell Crystal I can't breathe. She starts bawling. She thinks I'm gonna die. So we spend the next 5 days held up in the room, this hotel right here, and just waited it out. Find it really interesting in these third world countries that most people get their hot water from these hot water units on the roof, solar powered. Anyway, finally got over my quarantine and we got out, started checking out the city a little bit. Beautiful city, had a lot of fun there, minus the 5 days of COVID. That's right by the market. We're gonna go to the market here in a minute. This is the Santa Catalina convent, still active. And the hospital is right across that bridge on the right, that gray building.
What'd you get, dude?
Steak.
You robbing my plate?
No.
Finally out of quarantine, so we got to get out and explore the city, try some food, and get ready for Porter's birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Porter. Happy birthday to you.
These guys like to eat.
No, chop right there.
No.
Ooh, what does it look like?
Whoa.
It's wet. It is wet. Look at that.
It's the typical.
Typical
As soon as
wet.
we cross the border, the cake is wet.
¿Cuántos deseas? 6 sería 15 soles, 5 soles más.
Just get 10 worth.
The umbrella?
Oh no, I got the star. That's big.
Holy crap.
Porter and I are off on a mission to get chicken wood fired. Pollo de carbon is what they call it. The receptionist gave us this little list down the road, so we're hiking down while I do homework. We're gonna see if we can get some of this fabulous pollo de carbon. So cool. Love. Like the real deal fries.
Hey, mister!
You hear that? It's the garbage man. He plays under the sea. How cool would it be if you knew when the garbage man was coming? A couple blocks away, you could run out there.
Okay, so in Peru, they don't have regular milk. They have back milk. Like, so you just cut off that and you have to drink it all right there.
Finally, after being sick for so long, we got to get out. And one of our favorite things is to go to the market. You probably already know that, but man, I love going to these markets. They're so fun.
No cambio.
Vaccine?
The corona had really made everything really hard. Man, they were really strict with the vaccines, washing your hands, everything. They were more strict than any other country we had visited.
Those are tails. Hey boys, the end of the line for you.
This is not the pet aisle, this is the grocery aisle.
What'd you find, Dive?
Bunnies, I want to get this one. I want to get a rabbit. Yeah, me too. Look at them.
We had a really good lunch at the market and struggled through some Spanish.
Pastel con rocoto.
Sí.
How do you say side?
Aparte.
say side?
Aparte.
Parte of arroz.
Just a chunk
Just
of,
has the skin on it.
that's the real deal chicken soup right there.
I wish we had markets like this. Man, there's just so much fresh produce and food everywhere.
Pomegranate.
Or Daisy, what do you want?
Half ounce of pomegranate. Yeah. All juices. All juice. Juice.
They're on that. And banana and plantain.
Banana.
Banana. Fresa, naranja y banana.
Sí.
I've decided the other countries eat way better than we do. This is all fresh. You can't see it, but she squeezed like 5 fresh oranges into that that she dumps into the shake.
Azúcar no.
No sugar? Yeah.
Poquito, bajito.
This was my favorite part of this whole process. Little taste test, little quality control, make sure it's good.
Para tomar aquí, para llevar.
You want to stay here or go?
Para llevar.
Yeah, here, have.
A baby alpaca?
That's not baby.
Gracias.
That is not a baby. That's called my.
We got it from this booth right here in the alpaca overload here. Yeah, there you go, Ive. Oh, holy, what are you buying? All the locals were at this little stand, so I went over there. I said, I'll take that and that. It's like a, I don't know, but it's vegetables inside. It's good. And this is just a massive tater tot. Whoa. This is a massive tater tot with a bean in it. And they're both good. I'm the only one.
Until later. Dun dun dun.
What's say?
¿De qué país? Oh, it's just an egg.
Estados Unidos. Oh, it's a boiled egg. Sí. ¿Qué avión?
I'm trying to figure out what bird lays these eggs, but my Spanish is just not good enough. I think I was asking him what airplane. And I tried to say what animal, but they just laugh at me.
Egg, boiled, salted.
Is it good?
Mm.
I want to try one.
Ivy would like it.
Okay. You try it, Ivy. Hey, don't mind me. ¿Qué animal? ¿Qué avión? Okay, these are called atún. They're the cactus flower. We had them in Mexico. They got big seeds in them, so you bite it. Sort of mush it up. You don't chew, you don't swallow. They're good.
To get back on the bus and continue on, we had to get a negative COVID test. And man, we got a lot of COVID tests. I don't know how many we took on this trip, but we got really good at it.
Lean back, lean back. Panama, soy de Peru. No, we're waiting on our positive COVID results right now. It's been one disaster of a week. It's been miserable. The last 3 days, I was sick. And now, I feel much better today. Had blood work yesterday and x-rays, chest x-rays, and we did our COVID test today. And hit the market for some bling. Because I don't think I'm contagious anymore. This is day 4 or 5 or something. So we got to get positive COVID tests right now so that we can show that we recovered for our flights to the USA if they ever want to come back. Well, I don't want to, but everyone else wants to go home right now immediately. I don't understand. This is our last night in Arequipa, and we stopped at where the boys ate yesterday. It's skewers, but the meat, all the meat in Peru is like super salty, but it's really good. Oh, there you go. I got more. Yeah, no, the food's been like, okay, but it's just salty, different.
5:30 in the morning and we're leaving Arequipa. On the next video, we're going to hit Puno and Cusco. Lots of fun.